We specifically mentioned when we came from the on-deck circle to come up to but not in the batter's box. That's really important. We don't want a guy to get in the batter's box till he has the information he needs to get in the batter's box. That's an important area right there. I'm going to get some information. The first thing I want to get is the sign. The sign, the way we do it is we key off of our batter. If the batter's the only guy up there, he's the only guy that has to look down and get a sign. If there's a runner on first, the runner on first looks at the batter, gets his eye contact, they both look at the third base coach at the same time. If there's bases are loaded, all three of them look at the guy that's hitting, they all get eye contact, and then they turn to the third base coach and get the sign. Once I've got the sign, next thing I have to do is assemble in my mind what is the situation I'm in here. Runner on second base, I'm the batter, no outs. My job is this. I need to hit the ball over to that side. There's a runner on second base, and there's one out. My job is different now. My job is to get a base hit and score that runner. So the job changes, and I want to make sure I'm suited mentally and emotionally to do the job at hand. So I settle that before I ever get in the batter's box. Now maybe he's been doing something overstriding or whatever it is, and the coach gives him information. Gets all that information outside the batter's box. He got it, now he steps in. When he steps in, the computer is on, and no other information is going to go in the computer. If the coach wants him to step out and give him information, he's got to step out, call timeout, step out and get some information. If the coach, once he steps in the batter's box, we want him to function on what he's set up to do. If I'm going to hit the right field, that's all I've got on my mind. I don't want a bunch of other distractions coming in and clouding that up. So if I need information, I step out. The next point that is important here, once you get out of the batter's box, we want you to look in if you've hit the ball to the infield. Let's say I've hit a ball right to the third baseman. Derek's going to hit the ball, he's going to run past me, and he will look in there at Coach Purz, who's going to give him a sign down there, 1, 2, or 3, and this is just to indicate whether the ball went through or whether it went to the outfield. That tells him whether he goes in a straight line or whether he starts his, for an extra base hit. So he hits, comes out of the batter's box about right here, he looks in, makes one quick look, determines did the ball go through. If it went through, he changed his route here. If the ball didn't go through, he stays in a straight line to beat that infield throw out. If he couldn't make up his mind, it was a close play, it was in the hole, looked like the third baseman was going to get it, or the shortstop, doesn't know if they're fielded or not, go in a straight line and pick up information as you get down there. Now, where do I look in here? It depends on how hard I hit the ball. If I hit a bullet right at the third baseman and I can see it went through, I don't have to look in. But if I hit a bullet and I'm out of that batter's box, and now about right here I'd look in. If I hit it a little bit slower, it'd be here, a little bit slower here. You have a meter in your head. If you just use it, it tells you about right now that guy should be feeling the ball. That's when I look in. So it's someplace within a couple of steps of the cutout here, a couple of steps past the cutout is where you'd look in. All right, the next example is he's hit a ball, but it's clearly past the infield. He's hit a ball over the third baseman's head, or he hit a line drive and he saw it go, as soon as he hit it, he saw it's going over the shortstop's head. He doesn't need to look in. He just starts his small little circle. We'll show you that in a minute, but he starts a small little circle. So Derek's just hit a ball into the outfield, takes off. He doesn't have to look in now. He knows it's past the outfield. He knows which route he's taking. The reason you're looking in here is to determine, do I go straight or do I make a turn?